It was the early morning of April 16th, 1947, when a French cargo ship called the SS Grand Camp, carrying 2,300 tons of ammonium nitrate, caught on fire in a small port city just southeast of Houston, Texas. 1 hour into the fire, the ammonium nitrate exploded, creating an explosion that destroyed the surrounding area and could be heard from miles away. Debris and smaller fires started around it, including one that spread to a nearby Monsanto plant that was producing styrene at the time. The most obvious effect of the accident was the deaths of around 600 people total, including most of the city's firemen and firefighting equipment. Residential areas near the docks were also affected, with upwards of 1,000 houses being instantly flattened by the explosion. Because of the severe structural damage done to the town, most of its citizens had to relocate to the neighboring cities of Houston and Galveston while the explosion was dealt with. The explosion was also the cause of the first class action lawsuit against the United States government, in Dollarhide v. United States, in which the plaintiffs argued the negligence on the part of the government in transporting the ammonium nitrate caused the explosion. The main chemical that was used was explosive-grade ammonium nitrate. It naturally appears as a colorless, odorless solid with a melting point of 169 degrees Celsius. It is an ionic compound formed from ammonium gas and nitrate, a salt of nitric acid. The chemical formula is NH4NO3. Ammonium nitrate is generally used in fertilizer, as the nitrogen in the compound is an essential part of plant growth. It is also used to make ANFO, a very popular industrial explosive. The second chemical of interest was styrene, which was being produced in the Monsanto plant near the docks. Styrene naturally appears as a toxic, colorless liquid, but it's mainly used industrially in order to make polystyrene, more commonly known as styrofoam. It is a molecular compound with the chemical formula C8H8. The first reaction occurred when the ammonium nitrate on the ship violently decomposed when exposed to the high heat of the fire. This was an exothermic reaction, which means that it released energy in the form of light and heat. The balanced chemical equation for this reaction is shown. The second reaction that occurred was between the styrene in the Monsanto chemical plant and oxygen when exposed to the heat from the fires. This was an exothermic incomplete combustion reaction, and the balanced chemical equation for this is shown. Today, the Texas City Memorial Park contains multiple monuments to the disaster, some made from parts of the ships themselves. The centerpiece is an angel statue with the names of the firemen who lost their lives in the explosion.